Hey, Raiders, lock in. This is not the time to be prideful, okay? And this is coming from the face of the anti-tank movement. We are now in line for the number 1 overall pick in the NFL draft if we lose out. The only team that's ahead of us in the draft order, we play in a few weeks, in the New York Giants, who are a better football team than us. And I didn't want to tank last year because I knew that quarterback class was due to Magoo. By the way, thank you, Cam Ward, for beating the Cleveland Browns. I thought they'd still be ahead of us in the draft order because we beat them. But I guess that's not how it works. It's a strength of schedule. I don't know. But what I know is this. The games that we just played, like the Bronco game, and like, what was the team that we played before the Broncos? This season has been so bad, I can't even remember 2 weeks ago. Is exactly what you need to see. You need to see Geno stinking it up. You need to see Caleb Rogers pitching shutouts against the best front four, other than maybe the Texans, shout out to the Texans, in the National Football League. Caleb Rogers is the best guard on our team. When Jackson Powers-Johnson isn't playing out of his position at guard, he is by far the best guard on our team. Picking up stunts, run blocking, kicking out, pass blocking, everything. Caleb Rogers, another John Spytek hit. We know Genty, with proper blocking, can be good. And he's been especially effective in the pass game, which was his fatal flaw coming out. And now what are we starting to see? The more we're playing the young Jack Besh, the more he's flashing. We could pull the box score here because, again, this is about the rookies and this is about losing. This is about showing flashes, but ultimately, making sure that we lose these games. Jack Best, 6 for 50, 8.3 per, a long of 17, 6 targets, 6 receptions, more than Brock Bowers. Brock, 4 for 50, he did his thing. Tyler Lockett, get off the field. Get off the field, and hopefully when Dante Thornton is back from concussion, it'll be Shedrick Jackson, shout out to him, Brock Bowers, and Jack Besh, because these rookies are finally showing signs of life. Max Crosby with another sack, Jeremy Chin with the sack, Tonka Hemingway with the sack. And a lot of these defensive finds by John Spytek, again, a Devin White and Eric Stokes, bringing back Isaiah Polamau. Obviously, we know what Jamal Adams can be, and Darian Porter is starting to look like a legit corner. This draft class, and here's where I'll give Pete Carroll some credit. Earmuffs! Here's where I'll give Pete Carroll some credit. Look, was it his call to bring in Geno? Yes. Geno's so far out of it. He's got vacation eyes. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's ready to go to Cancun. Other than that, Pete Carroll said his philosophy with the rookies is to slowly bring them along, ask them to do minimal things in the beginning of the season so they don't become overwhelmed, and then by the time they're asked to do a lot, they've been building these little blocks up. Now, it's been frustrating for us to wait this long to see how the rookies can make an impact, because in the beginning of the season, we wanted to win the games, and if we played some more of these rookies, maybe we could have beat the Chargers the first time, or maybe we could have beat the Bears, right? Or maybe we could have beat Jacksonville. But right now, because Pete Carroll thought, let me hold off on the rookies to try to win more, which was a miscalculation, but because he thought that way, we didn't play players who were actually better, which means we lost all these games, which means we now have a chance to get the franchise quarterback. And that's because of Pete. Again, it wasn't him thinking, I can't play the rookies because they're better and I want us to lose. He thought what he was doing was giving us the best chance to win. He was wrong, but indirectly, he put us in the perfect position right now to lose these games, but for the rookies to finally be showing, hey, Jack Besh, who was the leading receiver at LSU with Malik Neighbors and Brian Thomas Jr., that wasn't by mistake. He's starting to gain more confidence. If you play basketball, you just need to see the ball go in the hoop, and then everything starts to click. It's not a matter of how much Jack Besh wants it. We know his story. We know the adversity that he's gone through. And if he can become a nice little number 2, maybe a fringe number 1, and now we've got him and Brock and Ashton That's a nice little threesome there. Trey Tucker, we know what he can do. Dante, the jury's still out. Caleb Rogers can be one of the guards next to JPJ, whether he's at center or at guard. You've got Colton Miller. We don't know what's up with right tackle DJ Clays or that other guard position, but that's why SpyTech has put us in the position to be financially flexible. Because now, Raiders, if anyone finds this video, I'm sorry that as a fan, I'm begging for this, but you cannot win another game as long as this season continues. This is the price you pay for greatness. If you win a game or two, then you got to find a way to trade up from Fernando Mendoza, because maybe he's not my number one, but he's the only quarterback this whole season to have above a 90 passer rating against Ohio State. Every other quarterback had a 75 or lower. And the throw he made to win that game, the shot he took on the first play to come back in there, and the emotion he showed in the press conference, which I know some people liked, some people didn't like, regardless of what you thought about him after the game, what you have to understand is him being so emotional there, that means he was able to press down all that emotion to make the biggest throw in Indiana football history over the last century of college football. That kid is smart. He's accurate. He has a chance to change your franchise. He's like a mobile Jared Goff. And if you lose out, you don't have to trade a single solitary draft pick to draft him. And here's the best part. If you lose out and he's there at number one and for whatever reason you don't like him and you don't take him, we'll probably hate you for it. But if you think you know what the right thing to do is on SpyTech, you can trade back to 4, get some more draft picks, maybe take a Dante Moore or Ty Simpson. We need to lose. We need to lose. Simple as that. Simple as that. The remaining games on the schedule. I know the teams, but I don't know the order, so I'm pulling it up right now. We have 4 games left. Hard to believe, but we have 4 games left. Let me make myself smaller so you guys can see this. Eagles, Texans. No chance in hell. Chiefs, no chance in hell. Giants. That's the game. This game could change our franchise. I'm not being hyperbolic. And I was worried that we were going to have to come down to do we lose this game to get the first pick in the draft, or do we win this game to knock them out? But because the Texans got the job done, the Chiefs probably aren't going to make the playoffs. And gosh dang it, I was a year off on that prediction. I said it last year, and they won 15 games, but they won every game by like 1 point. I was so close. The Giants game could change the trajectory of the franchise. Full stop, not hyperbole. Because every college scout is saying the same thing. Fernando Mendoza is the best quarterback in the draft. I might have a different preference. You might have a different preference. We don't get paid to do this. I get paid to do this, but we don't get paid to do that. He's a good kid. He's a tough son of a bee. And he could be a franchise-altering player for a team that already has a decent defense, for a team that already has a focal point of the offense, and for a team that has so much cap space and a GM that clearly knows what he's doing. I don't know about Pete. I don't know what Pete wants to do with the number 1 pick if he has it. I'm going to sneeze. It's coming. Bless me. Thank you. I don't know if he's going to be the coach moving forward. I heard Jesse Minter's name. I don't know if they want to go young quarterback, young coach. But what I do know is this. Find a way. Find a way to get Fernando Mendoza on your team. Find a way to lose these games. I will be actively rooting for them to lose, but actively rooting for the Raiders to keep playing their rookies and developing people. The fact that they even put Shedrick Jackson in the game shows they're ready to just play every single rookie we have. And I couldn't be more excited. If Geno's hurt and Kenny Pickett comes in and he plays like he did at the end of the game, that might be a potential problem. And don't let Aiden O'Connell on the field at all. He'll win he'll win all these games. Don't let him touch the field. And I'm not saying he'll win all these games because he's that good. It's just like it just seems to happen that way. Don't let him touch the football. Sorry, Aiden. You can be the bridge next year, or go get another bridge for Fernando, or just play him. I'd rather not play him right away, but this Giants game coming up in a couple weeks is franchise altering. And that's not a hyperbole. Shout out to my $5 and $10 patrons if you want your name at the end of the credits. Oh, by the way, YouTube members as well. Name at the end of the credits. Videos early. Days in advance. Exclusive content. Never before seen content. Join. All that is in the link in the description below. My Discord is in the description below as well. Please be sure to subscribe. It's free after on the charts too. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.